Well, hello. It is me, Brandon. We are here for Conversation Corner number whatever it is. I'm going to make this as fast as I can. I've already filmed one of these today, and it was 20 minutes long, and that's not going to happen. So we're going to make it quick, okay? One, went on a small vacation recently to allow the ghost energy of this house to be gone. So I was gone for a few days. I'm back, and the ghost energy's gone. It was feeding off of me, and my wife, both of us being here. It was feeding off the fact that I was doing card readings every single day here, and I needed to cool the energy, So I was gone, wife was gone, no card readings for several days. I pre-filmed everything, so I was on a little vacation. Not that big of a deal, but it helped to get this house reset, like resetting the house. So the house is in way better energy now. I'm a little surprised actually that it was that simple. I thought it was going to be more complicated. I had like extra stuff lined up to really go after this ghost energy, but seems like all it needed was the house needed time away from me so that it could get rid of whatever was in here. So yay. It is very hot today. It's 104 outside today, so just, that's a thing. Heat, not a fan. One of the reasons I'm not gonna be too unhappy leaving this area is that when it gets over 100, it is so hard physically to be out doing things and just to live your normal life. I lived in Vegas in high school. I understand. Like, you have to reset your entire, everything has to shift a little bit because just going to the store can turn into a whole ordeal. You can get heat exhaustion or heat strokes so fast, so easily when it's 104 degrees or higher out in this area. So, I'm not a fan of the heat. Oh my gosh, I need to get blinds for this house. This is a fun pivot topic. If I'm gonna rent this house out, I need blinds. I need them because I put curtains up all over the place, and I was not very good at doing this. Some of them have already fallen, including the one in this room. It fell down while I was filming, actually, about a week ago. Just fell down out of nowhere. Again, ghosts, right? So this room doesn't even have curtains right now. I've got a sheer curtain that's literally being held on with tacks. That's the level that what I'm at now. But I've gotten multiple people that came in and out of this house. Again, probably what caused the ghost energy. And they were, measuring and everything to help give me quotes for blinds. And holy crap, I didn't know they were this expensive. I don't think they should be. They want $5,000 or more to put blinds up on this house. I got 13 windows. $5,000. I knew it was going to be pricey, but I ain't done negotiating. I am not going to pay $5,000 to do this. I am positive that I'm going to be able to do this for probably $3,000, maybe even $2,500 if I can really haggle. The nice thing is I don't need them right now. I've got months. I'm not moving out of here until like March of next year at the earliest. So I do not need them now. That is a good negotiating tactic, because people want you to buy now, and I'm not a buy now person. I am when I want something. But if they're going to try to charge me so much for an item that I don't feel is that valuable, I'm going to do my shopping. So if you guys know a good blinds company, or you guys know some deals I can get on blinds, you let me know. So far, I've had budget blinds and 3-day blinds and a couple of other local companies give me quotes, and they're all in the $4,000 to $6,000 range, which is obscene. Now, granted, I'm not doing cheap shit. Okay, that's part of the reason for the price is that I want good stuff. I'm not looking for cheap shit. And so because it's apples to apples. I'm having everybody give me the quote for the same base product, the same quality. So they can't come in here and be like, oh no, we're $1,000 cheaper. Yeah, because you're giving me a quote for a much cheaper product. Okay, I've seen this before. So I'm currently in the process of gathering quotes for blinds so I can be an adult and make the right decision. Honestly, I'm probably just going to buy a bunch online, and I'm probably just going to hire somebody, and I'm going to have them all hung. And is that the right thing to do? Probably not. Does that give me any kind of protection or warranties, or is that going to be easy? No. But it's probably going to cost half as much as what these stupid companies want. So we'll see. Somebody's going to negotiate with me and get me a deal. But so far, the people that have come in here have not given me the kind of deal that I'm looking for. So fun times. I'm currently pivoting topics. I think I've narrowed down how I'm going to move my stuff. So I'm going to either go with Pod, right? Or U-Pack or U-Box. It's the same thing. It's a cubicle little thing. They'll put it outside. I have enough room out by my garage where I think I can park one of these things. I fill it up. They take it away. I guess they'll store them until I have my place. I don't know. I don't have to do this anytime soon. Again, I'm not moving till either March or April of next year, maybe even May. Honestly, no rush. So I have the time. But at least now I know kind of what I'm going to do. That being said, because these things are relatively tight on space, I have to get rid of a lot of stuff because I do not want like to do 6 of these. I would prefer to have like maybe 4 of these pods at the most. If I go over 4, I have too much stuff. It's too much. I'm already going to come back and load up a U-Haul with the plants and with, you know, a few other items. So like I can't go over 4. 4 is enough. So I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of stuff over the next few months and donating stuff. I don't think I'm selling stuff necessarily, but I'm definitely going to be donating a lot of stuff to people and eventually to Goodwill. So, and I think I'm only going to take about 5 plants. Here are my 5. I have 1. I have my fiddle leaf. We've talked about this. I have an elephant ear plant. I don't know what they're technically called, but that's what people have told me they're called. Elephant ear. I love that guy. I have a money tree, obviously. Gotta have a money tree. It's like required, right? You have to have a money tree. Like it's just life. And it's doing quite well, so I'm happy about that. I have an aloe vera plant that was multiple times traumatized. It's been not from me, but when we lived at other places, it was knocked over and dropped and many times, unfortunately. And not by me. But it's traumatized, and so I have to keep that plant with me for life. It's very healthy right now, okay? I also have a pothos plant that I've had since, oh gosh, forever. It's an old one. I have like 7 of the pothos plants, but I'm going to keep 1. The rest of them I'm going to give away. So 5 plants. I might keep a little bit more, but those are my 5 that I cannot part with. Cannot. Will not. So I will literally spend thousands of dollars on a U-Haul and an entire week of my time driving that U-Haul just so that I don't have to get rid of these plants. I have thought about it, and I've decided that if I don't do that, because I know it's possible, right? If I don't do that and I do anything else, I will look back and regret it. I can already see it. I already know. So I have to do it. I don't care what the cost is. Those 5 plants might cost me 5 or 6 grand in gas and U-Haul charges. Worth it. You know, I'm sorry. To me, worth it. I will do it. I will pay the money right now. I'd pay it right now. So, you know, it's like if somebody kidnapped those plants and said, we need $5,000 or we're going to kill the plants, I'd give them the $5,000 cash, no questions asked, okay? Now, hopefully I'm not putting that out there on blast. I'm going to have somebody break into my house and kidnap my plants, but, you know, if they do, then, you know, if they can get them to across the country, then I'll give them $5,000 plus shipping cost, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I have a pet, I guess, technically. I have a daddy longlegs in my garage, and he's doing quite well. I've had him since, I guess, the first month I moved in. He parked himself there by my water heater, which is a great spot for a daddy longlegs, and he's doing well, except that I don't get a lot of insects in my garage, so I've been trying to figure out alternative food sources for him. Apparently they're called harvestmen. They're not necessarily the same as other spiders in that they can and often will eat things like rotten fruit and fungus and other things. So I presented him with some rotten-ish grapes and some banana that's going off on a little plate. I don't know if he's eating it. I literally did this today. It's down there in the garage, and I'm gonna leave him alone. If he eats it, cool. If not, no big deal. I can't play God though. I can't go out to the outside world and capture like an insect and then throw it in his web. I can't arbitrarily decide that this random insect that I've captured is going to be fed to him. Now, if any flies would get in this house and I could capture it, I would easily give that fly to him because I don't like flies in my house. But so far, I've had 0 flies get in this house, which is like, okay, well, it's great, right? Amazing, but no food for the spider. And my garage is so well sealed that not any insects are even getting in there. So he hasn't been eating as much as he ate the first few months I was here. So yeah, I'm like, if you know any alternative food sources for a daddy longlegs, please let me know. And if you have opinions on pod versus U-Pack versus U-Box, I'm deciding between the 3. I have plenty of time to decide, but I'd love to know some feedback. So I think that's it. I think that's where we're at for Conversation Corner. Check out my other videos. I'm doing my mental health talks, so that's fun. So we talk about mental health. I'm also obviously doing the pick a card and the 1 card a day. That's normal. Those are every single day. Please watch those. And, write me something. I have a P.O. box. You can find it on all my videos, except for these, on my other videos. It's in the video. I don't mind getting things from people, and if you want something, crystals, tarot cards, a letter, stickers, whatever, I will always write back to anybody who writes me. That's a promise, and I will always include something, either a crystal or a box of tarot cards or a bunch of stickers or something. I'll give you something to make it worth your while. So, yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to cover. So, hey, I will do this again next week. I appreciate anybody who watches, especially if you made it all the way to the end right here. Comment, tell me that you made it to the end to prove that you made it, because I don't think very many people actually have the stamina or the patience to get to the end of this thing. So I don't even know if I've watched these to the end, to be honest. Oh yeah, and I have RimWorld. If you like video games, watch me play RimWorld. It's surprisingly, I'm entertained. That one I am watching. I'm watching my own videos probably more than once. I'm finding them incredibly entertaining for me. So, yeah. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.